Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Man shot to death in Montego Bay Market. The St. James Police are investigating the shooting death of a man in Charles Garden Market on Monday morning. The man is yet to be identified. Reports are that around 6:15 a.m., the man was attacked and killed by unknown assailants. When the police arrived, his body was discovered on a section of Fosdick Road in the commercial space. Police making headway in District Constable's murder investigation. The St. Andrew South Police say they are making progress in their investigation into the shooting death of District Constable Ricardo Jarrett. Jarrett was shot and killed on Burkett Road off Maxwell Avenue in Kingston early Sunday morning. Senior Superintendent of Police in charge of the St. Anne South Division, Kirk Ricketts, stated that they have identified 2 persons of interest in relation to the crime. I am pleased with the speed at which it is going at this time. It is still in its embryonic stage, but we are working closely with the Major Investigations Division. Already we have identified 2 individuals that we are interested in speaking with in relation to this murder, and we are searching for them, SSP Ricketts said. Reports are that about 3 a.m., Jarrett was allegedly dropping off a female when he was pounced upon by several armed men and was shot. His firearm was also reportedly stolen. Jarrett was assisted to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. SSP Ricketts revealed that a total of 4 people, which includes Jarrett, were in the vehicle at the time of the incident. He said the remaining people have been found and are being interviewed by detectives. In the meantime, SSP Ricketts is making a public appeal to anyone who has information to come forward. I would like to use this opportunity to invite anyone with information that could lead to the arrest and charge of any of the culprits involved in the murder of District Constable Jarrett to come in or get in contact with the Hunts Bay CIB or the Major Investigations Division or the emergency number 119. It is important that we work together to bring these individuals who are responsible to justice as swiftly as possible, SSP Ricketts stated. Double murder in Mount Salem where Zozo was declared. The St. James Police are investigating a gun attack which reportedly left 2 people dead and 1 injured in a section of Mount Salem on Monday, where a zone of Special Operations Zozo has been declared. Preliminary reports are that about 1 p.m., 3 men were standing at an entrance to Crawford Street in Mount Salem when they came under heavy gunfire. They were shot and rushed to the nearby Connor Regional Hospital, where 2 were pronounced dead and the other admitted for treatment. In 2017, Prime Minister Andrew Holness declared Mount Salem as the first Zozo under the law reform, Zones of Special Operations, Special Security and Community Development Measures Act. Man killed in gun attack outside St. Catherine's School. A man was shot and killed just outside a primary school on St. John's Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, Monday morning. The deceased has been identified as 48-year-old Garnet Powell, otherwise called Don, a pot reformer from Kitsiltown in the parish. It was reported that around 11:20 a.m., Paul was walking near the St. John's Primary School when a man armed with a handgun approached him from the opposite side of the road. Police said that the man opened fire at Powell, who ran off. The gunman chased him for some distance and continued firing at him, hitting him several times in the upper body. The gunman then fled on foot. Powell, the police said, was assisted by a unit from the Specialized Operations Team to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. No motive has been established for the attack. Man injured during confrontation with police in Flanco. The Independent Commission of Investigations (INDECOM) has launched an investigation into a non-fatal shooting between police and a man in Flanco, St. James on Monday morning. The man was shot and injured during a confrontation with police about 5 a.m. in New Road in the community. His condition is uncertain at this time. INDECOM says investigators are still working to gather information on the matter. Boiling point. It would not have been surprising to see a kitchen sinking or the debris stretch off the road and several communities in eastern Portland on Monday morning as angry residents block access to vent their frustration about being without pipe water for months. The sink would have fit right in with the bags of garbage, old appliances, trees, zinc, and everything else on the thoroughfare. In some places, debris placed on the road was set ablaze. Police and soldiers responded and sporadically tried to clear the roadway throughout the day. Among the protesting voices, there was at least one voice of dissent. As she gingerly made her way through the roadblock, an irritated student of Fair Prospect High School, posited that she would simply stop attending school if she had to endure obstacles in her path. "You know they are fixing the road and you're all blocking the road," she lamented. "I don't know if I'm going to get a next chance to sit back my exam." Residents of Japers took to the street early in the morning, blocking the road from neighboring Clear Spring all the way through to Sansan and Zion Hill. The blocking of Zion Hill was a strategic move as it was being used to gain access to Port Antonio through Nonsuch. The Zion Hill Road was partially cleared by the police, but later in the day protesters felt free to once again cut off the route. The protest came a week after residents of Ferry Hill and Boston protested that the lack of water and the effect of the dust from ongoing road work is having on the community. "I have been out of water for months and I have to purchase water for $40,000 and $45,000 and still pay bills," one resident who opted not to be provided with a name stated. "This is unbearable and it is not politics. The pipes that were by the road have been removed. Children are affected who had external exam and have to be going to other centers to get their examinations done," the angry resident added. One protester recommended that the installation of wells at Nonsuch and the running of pipes to get the water to the communities that have been without the commodity for far too long. "The reservoir up to Drapers is dry. From I was a boy, they have been getting water from there, and now hundreds of people getting water from that source. The National Water Commission (NWC) needs to spend some money to get the product to the people. This is the worst I have been seen on a roadblock and the people are serious. Enough is enough," he said. Andrew Mark Burke, who is from Japers who live in the United States, described the situation as atrocious, horrible, oppressive. "This is a prominent area of Portland. All kinds of tourists come here. They make movies here as millions and billions of dollars pass through here, and the local people can't get water for X amount of time. They can't get good road, so they get frustrated, so they have to throw things in the road, and people can't go to their work. It's horrible, it's atrocious, it's disgraceful," he stated. Burke appealed to elected officials to engage the residents and find workable solutions. "My appeal to the government and the power that be is to get off your high horse, come down to where the people are, have some little compassion, find some real solutions for real problems. Sit with the people, don't sit in your high building and high house, and give intellectual discussions," he added. Calls for the dust nuisance to be addressed punctuated cries for water. "The dust from the road has affected our play area, and it cannot be used by the children," a teacher of Drapers Basic School complained. "The water situation in the area is bad, but water is struck to us when we ask and they fill the tank. But we could not open on Friday as we were asking for water from Wednesday, but we did not get any," the educator added. Decision on how airport workers' drug case will proceed to be made on Thursday. The fate of 3 former Sangsa International Airport employees who are accused of smuggling drugs hinge on a thorough review by the Director of Public Prosecutions (DPP), which is set to be revealed on Thursday, May 11. The trial may either be terminated or resumed depending on this assessment. Indra Wade, Berlin Reed, and Romain Kerr are facing several charges under the Dangerous Drug Act. They are presented by attorneys at law Martin Thomas, Charles Sinclair, and Henry McCurdy, respectively. Following their trial's continuation in the St. James Parish Court on Monday, presiding judge Sasha Marie Smith-Ashley was informed that the DPP is currently reviewing whether the cases will continue to be heard in its current format before the parish court. At this juncture, there is going to be an adjournment, as some assessments are to be made by this matter. Your bills are extended, Ashley told the defendants. The disclosure was made shortly after the court was presented with evidence from a justice of the peace who affirmed their presence when Wade's caution statement was recorded by the police on October 29, 2021. In the interim, upon being apprised of the DPP's current examination of the case, Wade's lawyer, Henry McCurdy, indicated to the court that a new date for the trial's continuation could be set on May 11, depending on the DPP's ruling on that date. On Thursday, we could come back and hear what is happening, and then we could get a part-heard date to continue the matter, said McCurdy. According to the allegations, on October 10, 2021, the defendants conspired and placed a bag containing 11.4 kilograms of cocaine worth $88.1 million on board a Sunwing airline flight that was servicing, and there was a due to depart from Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James. The cocaine was intercepted at the Toronto Pearson International Airport in Canada, and one person was arrested in relation to the seizure. Following top-level investigations, the 3 St. James residents were also arrested and charged. Wade, a 43-year-old security supervisor, is charged with possession of criminal property and aiding and abetting. Reed, a 23-year-old aviation security officer, is charged with breaching the Civil Aviation Act, while Kerr, a 35-year-old ramp attendant, is charged with possession of, dealing in, and attempting to export cocaine. On Monday, bail was extended until their next court appearance. A fourth defendant was freed after the prosecution dropped the conspiracy charge against all of the accused individuals. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the